The following is a message to the nation by the Honorable Emmeline Pierre, Minister for Education, Human Resource Development and Religious Affairs.
Ladies and gentlemen, I take the opportunity yet again to address the nation in my capacity as Minister for Education. The decision by the Grenada Union of Teachers to undertake industrial action in response to government's proposal has resulted in significant disruption to schools throughout Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. This disruption in the academic program and the stated intention to intensify actions such as not marking SBAs, not participating in sporting activities, to name a few, will only have more negative effects on our nation's children. The decision by the unions to walk away from the negotiating table came amidst talk on pension restoration and reformation, a discussion that was initiated by this government after more than 35 years. Our government's commitment to this difficult process remains, and we are still confident that a solution would be found sooner rather than later. Restoration and reformation of pensions is a central part of government's current labor policy, and teachers can look forward to retirement knowing that they would be much better off than it seemed likely just a few months ago. However, we must all appreciate that in this ongoing process, we must consider the position and interests of everyone, including our precious children and their future. From the standpoint of the Ministry of Education, we have been concerned about the many days our children have been left unsupervised, and as well as the additional pressure placed on many parents about the issue of supervision and caregiving. This state of affairs has also put severe hardships on parents and many of them our fellow workers who have had to skip work to ensure that their children are safe and secure. This has had severe financial implications for many of our families. These parents, so inconvenienced, must not have to choose between job security and their children's safety. Furthermore, thousands of our students are losing valuable classroom contact time. Our appeal to teachers is to consider all of these points as we urge them to return to the classrooms and to avoid further disruptions of the school term. My appeal is sincere and on the basis that staying away will not get us to where we want to be, and that is the point of a resolution. We urge the GUT leadership to return to the negotiating table, the only place where differences between the Pension Engagement Committee and the union can be adequately dealt with. Government is and will always be committed to harmonious labor relations and stand ready to return to the negotiating table. We are confident that we can come together and find solutions to difficult problems even while we continue to work for the benefit of our children. The nation's children are counting on all of us to be mature, to be responsible and committed. We appreciate that there are many problems in the education sector, problems that go way beyond the issue of teacher benefits. However, I am pleased that we have opened up a dialogue that will help facilitate all of us in realistically and boldly confronting all of those challenges. These extremely successful consultations have led to a first draft of a map for the immediate way forward. As a former teacher myself, I appreciate and understand the many difficult situations, and I continue to remain inspired and motivated by the unquestioned dedication of many of our teachers, especially those who have chosen to report to work during the last 2 weeks. This dialogue that we have started must continue, and not even the current challenges must weaken our resolve, nor cause us to resort to bitterness and recriminations. Looking ahead, we must always be able to separate the issues and to deal with them accordingly. We are confident that the one thing that unites us in the education system is our unquestioned love for all of the nation's children. I remain hopeful and respectful that we can move forward together. May we all learn to trust in the Lord with all of our hearts, never leaning on our own understanding. May we always acknowledge Him in all of our ways so that He can direct our path. I thank you.
The preceding was a message to the nation by the Honorable Emmeline Pierre, Minister for Education, Human Resource Development and Religious Affairs.